Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Molly. I'm a mum here in the UK of two beautiful kiddos. My husband and I have a little girl who is biologically ours. She is nearly 5, and more recently we adopted our little boy. Today's video is an exciting one. It is going to be about transition items. My husband and I started preparing our transition items for little man as soon as we had a matching panel date. We have a bundle of about 4 or 5 items that we sent to foster carer as soon as we had a yes at matching panel, so that she could use them with little man, so that when it came to introductions he would have some idea of who me, my husband and our big girl were. Our little man was very young when we started introductions. He was very much a baby and an infant, so a lot of our transition items are catered for infants. However, I have seen many of my friends use these items for much older children and they have worked just as well, so I am going to share them. The first item that we have is this cute little bunny. My husband and I purchased this midway through the process in anticipation of being matched with a little one. We call this an attachment surrogate, which is a term you might have heard of if you are in the UK adoption process. If not, an attachment surrogate is an item that you use to help your little one attach to you. This is an item that my husband and I started sleeping with in our bed as soon as we found out about little man. So we were sleeping with this for about 3 months, and the aim of that was to get our smell on the teddy bear, so that when this went to foster carers, little man could get used to the way that we smell, so that when we met him at introductions he would instantly recognise us from the smell on the little bunny. We were very careful not to change perfumes or any kind of scents that we were using, like candles in the home. We were very consistent, just so that there was a very defined scent for little man. And obviously when he came home as well, we were very careful not to change those scents. We used the same perfumes, same colognes, same candle fragrances, so that it was a smell that he was used to. This attachment surrogate bunny of ours also features in a lot of transition items. It's very good to be consistent with your transition item, because this will be a physical item that your little one will be holding and possibly cuddling whilst looking through your other transition items. And if they see the bunny or whichever item you select in the other materials, then they're going to start to associate that with you. The next items that we used are some A4 pictures. We just printed out about 9 or 10 of these and laminated them. They are of myself, my husband, our daughter and our dog. We kept it to just the 4 of us. We didn't want to overwhelm man with pictures of other family members. We just wanted him to recognise mummy, daddy, big girl and the dog who would be in our house. So we've kept them very vibrant, very colourful and very big. What foster carer did was she put these at little man's eyesight level in their living room for the 2 weeks between matching panel and introductions, so that he could just look at us whilst he was eating. He could glance at us whilst he was playing with his toys. He could glance at us, and it turns out he kept going up to them and ripping them off the wall anyway, which is great because it's still engagement and looking at them, so that hopefully the day he met us he would associate that those pictures on the living room wall were the people who were sat on the sofa that day. Next item is an introductions book. I absolutely love this. It's a hardback book, wipeable, which is great for sticky fingers, and it features our bunny throughout. What we did with the book is we used it to show little man pictures of the home, mainly the rooms he would know, so living room, kitchen, dining room, playroom, the garden, his room, the bathroom, etc. And we used Bunny as a bit of a game in the book. So we basically went around the book looking for Bunny at different places of the house. So you can see it starts with, hi, it's mummy and daddy. We then introduced Big Miss and the dog. You can see we featured Bunny there, who is going to be in the rest of the book, and the idea is little man would have been holding Bunny or cuddling Bunny, smelling us whilst looking at pictures of Bunny throughout the book. We've just put pictures around the house, so he's playing the piano, he's in the bath, he's in little man's room, and he's in the garden with daddy making sandcastles and growing vegetables in mummy's vegetable patch. This worked really well. Foster carer read this to him once a day when he was calm, before he was going to bed or before his nap, and he still loves to get this out now. He just giggles at the pictures because he obviously recognises us. I ordered this from Photo Box. I was really impressed. I think it was about £15, but by all means, you can make a book, you can make a scrapbook. I've seen many people get really creative. I'm not the most creative person in the world, and I wanted something really sturdy. Foster carer warned us he was a little bit destructive with things, so this was a great option. Next up is my favourite item. It is this Lamaze butterfly here. It's very sensory, very tactile. There's lots of different textures on it. Now this has been discontinued. If you are in the adoption world, you will know that these are basically like gold dust. Now Lamaze have released, I believe, a photo album version, which I've seen many people use just as successfully. And the idea is that you put your pictures in here and record your voices, just the same as the photo album, so that your little ones can play with it and they can hear you whilst looking at your pictures. You lift a wing and there's a picture of daddy. You lift another wing, there's a picture of mummy. We put big girl in, and we also put the dog in here. And the idea is when you turn it on, you lift a flap and you can hear the voice. So as you can see, or here, that was Big Miss introducing our dog. So little man loved this, just lifting the flaps. It meant that he got used to our voice, so that when it came to introductions, he recognised our voice when we were there in person. This is a lovely thing. I managed to bag this on eBay. They do occasionally pop up there and on places like Facebook Marketplace. If you can get your hands on one, congratulations in advance. But if not, do check out the photo album, or you can get creative and do things like make jigsaws. I've seen lots of people who get a wooden jigsaw, take the pieces out and put their pictures in where the puzzle hole is, put the puzzle back in, and it's a great way for little ones to do the jigsaw with your faces. Obviously that doesn't involve the voices, but it is a really good DIY option. Last but not least, we made an introductions DVD. I don't know if I'll convince my husband to share some clips in this video, fingers crossed. Let's go find Mr. Rabbit.
Come on then.
And she's got Mr. Rabbit. Should we do some mixing in your bowl?
Yeah.
Where could he be?
Let's go and have a look in the garden. We can't wait for lots of cuddles.
And Mr. Rabbit can't wait to see you for the first time.
Give him lots of cuddles for us. But this basically replicated the introductions book. It was me and my husband, our daughter and our dog. Obviously Mr. Bunny was very consistent. It started out in the front garden and we opened the door. We took little man on a tour of the house, basically hide and seek with Mr. Rabbit. He kept disappearing. We had to go and find him. It was about 10 minutes long. We made it very interactive, very loud and energetic, very playful, which is the key. Our big girl got involved and absolutely loved it. She became a little actress for the hour that we filmed it. Turned it to a DVD, sent it along with the other transition items to foster carers. She played it for him quite a bit. She texted us straight away after the first time they watched it, said that he watched the entire thing. And again, that really reinforced who we were, our voices, what we look like, what our home looks like, just so that when we met him and we did bring him home, his surroundings would be a little bit more familiar. They are all the transition items that we used for little man. There were definitely plenty there. We only had 2 weeks really between matching panel and introduction starting, but those 5 items were perfect for him and they were pretty easy to get together as well. We had so much fun getting creative, and all of those items have now gone into little man's life story box in the loft so that we can look at them when he's older. He still very much uses the book and the butterfly. We get that out occasionally when I'm putting something in the loft. He laughs at them. Big Miss loves looking at them. I really hope that's been helpful for some of you. If some of you are in the middle of getting your transition items together, have so much fun with it. Get creative, take lots of pictures, and I really hope that your little ones enjoy them. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can find me on Instagram within the UK adoption community at MollyMamaAdopt. If you have any questions, please just email me or drop me a message on here or on Instagram. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I will hopefully see you on my next video. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.